business, not you.
But this orchid, you want to deliver to the Safe Harbor Convention before it even begins.
Do you have shit in your ears as well as between them? Get the fuck out of my office! Now!
Miller, Marchenko is targeting the Safe Harbor Convention in London.
Jesus, there'll be hundreds of people there.
How fast can we move on this?
I'll warn London and get Mac working on a mobilization plan for them. You go home. We'll contact you there.
Alex, they are hitting London. The Diwali agreed to smuggle weapons and the Orchid into Apex Center.
Fuck, man, they want... to take out Brown. He's their real target. I've been digging into him.
Get to my apartment. Split it to me there.
Follow me! Akuba, clear! Reload it! Go, Mortiska! Draw him! Let's deliver!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
certain whatever it was is gone.
Are you determined to die? Probably just the acoustics.
If you searched as much as you complained, nothing could hide from you.
Let's hope it stays this calm.
Кто еще сегодня работает? Nothing to report. Just the way I am. Don't get me wrong.
Where did that come from? Check it out.
Seattle's Fortress of Solitude. But until then, I have to reiterate some things. I just thought of something, Steve. Even though I can't seem to unclose my eyes to her, that pike is
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
She'll just give us the same recycled news story she did the last time. Frank Augment suddenly just loses his shit and kills someone. Only in this version, Eliza says it's he himself. The same way the president of the Czech
Access denied.
Sika's bodyguard bugged out. Princess Diana and her car into the Vltava River. Only Eliza didn't tell us that one because she was having some kind of hysterical breakdown of her own, if I remember. Guess what, Eliza? We ain't buying it. We know how easily the Illuminati can get to these suckers. It's like that Trek episode where some alien dude with a head shaped like a giant butt. Neon plastic switch. him ill, and suddenly vapor is coming out of his antenna ears. Maybe what it really is.
What was that?
I'm sure supplies will arrive soon.
Oh God, I hope they don't catch us.
Did you see the cages they were putting people into?
No questions asked.
I will see if I can do it.
Cops are liable to shoot anyone.
We got it wrong, Adam. Brown's financial prospects aren't as rosy as we thought. He stands to lose trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes.
That doesn't make any sense. Millions of displaced dogs will flock to Rabia.
And the city can't support them. Brown's been selling investors a pumped-up dream. The corporate city-state where like-minded individuals govern themselves while investors reap the profits.
Kinda goes against the idea of a one-world government.
Yeah, and if it fails, so does Brown, the Santo Group, and anyone else standing in the Illuminati's way.
So they want to kill a competing dream and get rid of their augmented problem in one fell swoop. I take it Brown's been campaigning against the act?
And unlike Rucker, he's got the money and influence to stop it.
What about the orchid sample I gave you? Marchenko's smuggling more of it into London. Were you able to analyze it?
That's some pretty sick shit, man. Far as we can tell, it targets a specific protein sequence in the body and deletes it. But without that sequence, the immune system goes into overdrive, attacking and rejecting critical organs within minutes. Rucker's death must have been horrible.
It was. The way it hit him, it looked like his augmentations were being forced out of his body. Like he was experiencing a ramped-up form of rejection syndrome.
The orchid's an aug killer? How did you survive it?
I suspect it's an everyone killer. But something in my DNA must be resistant to it. My body doesn't reject augments, Alex. I've never needed neuropazine. Maybe that's the key.
No neuropazine dependency? Jesus, how's life at the top, man? You gotta be what, 1 in a billion? Still, don't go testing this theory out. You might not be so lucky next time. Darknet posted pictures of Rucker's corpse. If Brown and all his elegant fancy potential investors get dosed, and Picus News broadcasts images of them, it's gonna send a message.
I'd better warn Miller. You can stay here if you want, till the curfew's lifted.
I can take care of myself. But when the task force hits London, keep me in the loop. Not sure what I can do, but... good luck, Adam. And be safe.
Miller, it's Jensen. Is McCready still working on that plan for London? Because there's another variable to consider.
You can brief him yourself at TF-29's airfield. We're mobilizing.
Copy that. How do I get there?
Damn curfew's still in effect. So if you can get to Chicane's place, he'll fly you to it. Miller out.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News, always watching, because you are always watching. Now back to our top story. State police in Prague, working on the direct...
Nepokojům v komplexech Sudulek byly pražské ulice uzavřeny. Nevycházejte ven.
Miller's not here yet?
He's already left for the main hangars with McCready's team. We're supposed to rendezvous with them there. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Unbelievable. You told him it's a credible threat. I understand that. There are hundreds of lives at risk.
I hope you're wrong about this, Jensen.
So do I.
Fine. Have your men pull back until I can talk to him myself. Miller out. Change in plans. Mac, you and your team will rendezvous with our London division. Secure the perimeter until I tell you to come back in. Jensen, you and I are on the roof.
Is there a problem?
At the top, gentlemen. Approaching the target building now.
Get your coat. You're gonna need it. I don't have to tell you what's happening. You know the drill. There are people down there. Radical, augmented people who've been sidelined by this world and who think the only way to stop the oppression is by tearing down everything in their way. Their grievances may be just. Maybe they should be heard. But never on these terms. The world may be going to shit, but we're here to stand against the chaos. Every one of the guests down there are counting on us to keep them safe. Let's make sure we do.
Director Miller, I'm Nathaniel Brown. Thank you for agreeing to handle this discreetly.
We didn't exactly have a choice. You threatened to invoke the Corporate Sovereignty Act.
I gave your London division a full day to sweep for explosives. They found nothing.
It's not just bombs we're concerned with.
I've also replaced all the food and beverage, brought in extra guards from Tarvis Security Services, and ordered the men to work with your team when it arrives. Trust me, I'm taking this threat very seriously.
Then why not cancel the event?
This isn't the first time extremists have threatened to tear down the Safe Harbor Initiative. Pro-AUG supporters think we're profiting from their misery, promoting more failures like Gollum City. While anti-AUG racists can't stand the thought of any augmented person living in peace. Canceling this event will only embolden all of them.
Yeah, so replacing the food and drink and hiring extra staff takes care of everything. I don't know what we're doing here. Seems like you've got it all under control. Only problem is, the people that are planning this attack are smarter than you. They've thought of everything you haven't, because that's what they do.
I don't think I like your tone, sir.
Look, Mr. Brown, what my agent is trying to say
is that you're missing my point. You really want to protect your guests, Mr. Brown? You need to leave handling terrorist threats to the professionals, because that's what we do.
It's Agent Jensen, isn't it? David Seraph told me about you. You might not believe this, Agent, but I'm also trying to save lives tonight. The lives of your people. Several members of the UN Security Council are on my guest list tonight. I plan to convince them just how wrong the act really is. Tallis Rucker couldn't stop it from passing. But I can.
Where are you meeting then?
In a secure conference room off the reception hall. Men from your London division have already cleared it.
Doesn't matter. I want to see this room myself, and I want Agent Jensen here to coordinate with Tarvos Security, while the rest of my team re-examines the building. Discreetly, of course.
The head of our Tarvis division is Liam Slater. He's waiting for your man to join him in the Central Security Office.
Go see him, Agent, and keep McCready and me in the loop. Mr. Brown, if you'll show me that conference room.
Alex, I'm at the Apex Center. Brown's got members of the Security Council here tonight. Members sympathetic to AUG rights.
You understand they must be protected at all costs.
Janus? Were you eavesdropping on me?
Forgive me, but the situation did seem to merit it.
Right. Well, if I need your advice tonight, I'll ask.
The Illuminati already tried once to control human evolution. Having failed, it appears that some of them now are pushing for complete eradication of your kind. We need to stop them. Brown and the people he's meeting with tonight may be the only ones who can.
Adam, Janus is right.
We'll see. Miller, McCready, Marchenko's men are here. They've got the CSO. I'm taking fire.
Fuck. All right, men. Listen up. We expected something like this. Mac, how close are you to the CSO?
Entering the stab... Oh, shit. Fucking doors are on security lockdown. I can't go anywhere but...